feel like here we can be calmly seeing the future components of my computer that we are going to have a plate. You have put chaw cucumber or some spectacular plates since we have the high-end shock because in the internet base the Z490 and we any Z490 a mushroom 490 of now or you say but the game brand. A product is called Jamie T to market but not in the motherboard aspects. When it is called game it is because it is made to really play, to be able to do very powerful things, either overclock and seek control of very precise specifications and to have a lot of handling best. And of course also to take advantage of what more can not the same components. Well, here we are going to see what we have. Tremendous white, how we are seeing what type of processor we have here, what processor I just bought myself for this motherboard. So much chat. Then of course yes, I go to have a high-end motherboard. It should have a processor, because that measures. It has been discussed ago since they did not finish. It is not just any ladybug, it is not cheap. Here we are going to have a powerful good first of all, because we are going to see how many gigs of RAM we go. Let's have it here. Let's see what we have. It says DR3 DR4 from the mind or from R4, simply that it is a very economical brand. What it does is economize on the aesthetic aspect. In what sense? Instead of printing several different boxes, print only now the what do you need. Here we are going to see who each module is. 16 GB of RAM at 3000 mg, that is 1616 would be a total of 32 GB at 3000 mg. A brutality of RAM memory is not a practically good speed and a very spectacular amount. We are going to come here the we have. They are only the RAM memories, nothing else, and already inside it does not have any type of solution. It is simply to place and everyone knows what the RAM memory is and the other one, and that's it. Of course, it does not have any RGB type, it has nothing special that may. Simply RAM memory. We are going to see a processor because it is the second thing that opens faster and has fewer things. We are going to have a powerful and 9 a powerful processor. A printing capacity has a number of 10 cores, 20 expensive threads. I never thought of myself lifetime that I was going to have this processor. I went from a 4th generation i5 you save on 5 2600 Ryzen 5300 directly jumped to a 915. Outrageous. It will never have something like this as a super good potential. We have a 10850 here because I did not buy the 10900k. The truth between one and the other had a reference value of $125. Personally, it is not worth it for the potential that it had between one and the other. The 10900k stop one what it is, but really these two that is, for $120 difference. The difference is very little and it is a lot of difference, but for what I can find what that games or to play, this was 12 MPX less than the other, or I do not need to spend so much money for what you want between these two. We were going to do a little bit if you have comparison of what is the base silver. Here we can see that it has its significance group, what is 10,850 cactus respective price down here, but I up here and a little specifications. We are also going to open it what are their respective prices. How is a quite powerful process. A simple Intel cooler that are the simplest of all life is not able to send it, so it is not included. There are we open express, they end here and we see more boxes, we see manuals. We are going to get their respective manual. Here we have a sticker of a 10th generation, and I do not know the video very well, but here it is the 10th generation and I do not know little else. That is, it is not important. QR codes. What is going to bring in here is going to be only the presenter. Exactly, here there is nothing plus and inside nothing else, only the processor while we are paying for, but it is one of the best processors that can be bought at a practically economic price comparator between what is that of my 900 Streets 10850. It is quite cheap and it is the same I practically present you in Taylor version current. The motherboard is what is normal, large and not heavier of all this, although the most powerful thing is that, because I had planned to buy one of the brand Ms and well, the truth is I know and I love it, but what to comment, this is a little cheaper. Although I love Messy GB, it has always been my motherboards and they have always turned out to be very good, very durable, and at least for the motherboard I liked it a lot and it has given me a good experience. And well, I did not go for the table, and simply because I was always with it. Why? I have to motherboard and I have been very comfortable with the same, so not that you sing to me tell me always, but well, we can see that you are the Z490 AORUS Elite Gaming Motherboard LGA1155. The mind we are going to see in the 6th back, and we are going to see what we are going to find. many things among them. The version does. We are going to find that it has a Wi-Fi module to connect. It does not seem totally spectacular and well, several controls. We are going to find that it supports the Intel 10th generation that is chosen to Z90 a PCI Express 3.0 for €16 H&M dual-channel DDR4 and a little more. I'm not bad. This motherboard supports 5000 megabytes as what if not. If I'm making a mistake on the screen I'm putting it straight then, and also 2.5 gigs of internet. That is, in direct connection. Impressive, very good, and also has a deportee. We are not going to show this product another casualty with you to protect the environment. Excellent. I personally thought it was very, very premium. I expected something like this in Income 70. We can give it to the here we are going to find the motherboard, but before we see the motherboard we are going to see what Jose Tovar's premium. I can see what is underneath and giving yourself a simply this. I put it here next to us. We have not said to the other side. We find here below a multi-station language guide. I imagine, I do not know if there are several languages that seem very premium that I can remove this box and see that it is already low, and not only that, here we are just going to find another one, and I already imagine that it is the user manual from user that seems very spectacular. Okay, nobody reads this, but it seems spectacular to me that they have these things. We see here a sticker to not be able to stick on ours, which I think is made of aluminum. Here it has the painted one, so they stick it on, which also a protection so that it does not scratch. I have no problem. It seems to me a premium. This is something that I will wait for me 3070 for things that do not work because you do not bring. Generally it is recommended to download on the internet because it is the 30 left, although this motherboard is also new below. Yes. We open this compartment. It seems to me literal premium now is not this behavior, and I find the cables. I find some cables. Excellent to bring me my head, as this seems totally spectacular that the plate brings it, which is an adapter, or I don't know how to put it, in which you can move here. You alarm once await. The tower brings several small cables to put the button, turn on the reset, and little things more, and well, that is always something complicated, something that annoys. Is not difficult, but it annoys a lot. And here you are selecting what is the HD. What is good that it is prayed for you to place it here directly. You connect this cable to the motherboard. It seems to me spectacular and very easy. I mean, it is facilitating a job. They make it more comfortable for you, and it is bullshit. Because I don't know, they literally cost nothing, I would say, but this makes the job much easier. Returns. Very good. The other compartment we will see. Good. Here we will find, I believe, I say I believe because the truth I have not seen, the super large Wi-Fi antenna. The super pocha is movable. That is good, but that does save it quite large, and since I don't know what it is exactly, it makes me quite curious. I want what I told you that the version brings. Here we see the connection. Here I show you. Let's open this. It is a protection. I suppose that this is the connection for which it is being Wi-Fi. Here it also says AORUS. I suppose that the Welva antenna was connected with this cable. I am down to the PC and I do not know. I imagine that the Wi-Fi store up here and there. I drop it because you also have non-slip. I think I know this ugly so that it stays separated. I don't know the cool antenna that the first time I see it, and I find it totally interesting. For this reason I also bought it, because it had the Wi-Fi antenna, that it was a plus. Small but interesting. Well, let's remove this to see what the MSI motherboard is. Good. Here we will have the motherboard with its anti-static bag. It is quite heavy, but quite back here we will find it, because it seems to me that I have seen why the MSN buy. At least it had a label that comes, I think, or at least something more elegant than a simple penite, but hey, it does not matter, it is effective. There we have a simple transparent ink. All our life we are going to treat the motherboard. I repeat, it is quite true, but things as they are too quite elegant. Here we have the motherboard. How we can see up here, we are going to find a USB 3.0 port that are red. Nobody had 3.2 ports from the plain well and port 3.0 that only goes over you here the cable that is able to receive two together without leagues totally. Impressive and well excellent, and here I have it Wi-Fi that here you do not select cool. It seems what I told you that the antenna and it is connected here with the two cables that did not show and well, so let's see what it is in the sound aspect. Let's go to find several configurations. In my case or this is not of my interest but rentals of the last ones giving explanations that shows us below nothing in particular is very nice. Here we are going to find a 3.0 port so that it has better sustainability. What is the motherboard with the 16-pin graphics card jack down 13.0 normal by 8-pin to the PCIX card type of failure. Excellent sound card. The respective battery and these connections. Here we are going to find the voltage regulator modules and Alcatraz. Something that I find interesting we are going to find. It is not the typical 4-pin port that any motherboard uses, but a port with a total of 12 pins to be able to power itself, since all this will make it have greater stability. Now do as an example overclock I have seen here. We see our ports for RAM memory Y. Here normal for processor, and so we will find that it has two ports for the M2 sentence and also another heatsink for the chip that is here below. All this worked the site. I do not know if this would be fever and little else. The truth of this simply is unboxing, showing everything that the motherboard brings with the content explanations and the big bad wolf with what this very good motherboard tells me something to control processors of these potential powers. 10850k.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content, and leave us a comment about what you think we should review next. See you in the next video.